Man, I don't really play the new Call of Duty games anymore, but one thing I gotta say is, what in the world is going on with Activision, man? Because it seems like they completely ran out of ideas. Like, I did try out the Black Ops 6 game last year because I had a friend that had Game Pass that wanted me to try it, and I gotta say it wasn't the worst experience I've had with Black Ops 6, but it was not really the greatest too because it just was not like the old games, unfortunately, because I'm not the biggest fan of like the new mechanical system, and I didn't mind Black Ops 6's mechanical system because it goes more boots on the ground with some sliding and stuff, but the problem with the game was it felt a lot like a free-to-play game when it was actually a full-price game. I just was not a fan of it, but it had some good things going, like the graphics were actually pretty good. But other than that, man, was not a fan of it. Like the core gameplay itself was not the worst Call of Duty game I've played. Like the worst I've probably seen was easily Advanced Warfare. Like that was some of the most crazy, like worst Call of Duty game I've ever played because it felt a lot like a rip off of Titanfall. And I feel like Call of Duty nowadays have really lost its identity. It's really sad, and I really think they should honestly take a huge break from making Call of Duty games because at this point it's just all about the money, you know. And it's crazy that they're actually doing back-to-back sequels now for a lot of the time just to be able to keep the money up, which is insane because last game was bleeding a lot of players at a level where no one thought they would, but you figured they would like fix that, you know. But no, they decided to go ahead and release Black Ops 7, and oh man, it's so funny just saying that because I never knew after the first Black Ops game come out that there would be 6 more Black Ops games. And I gotta say, bro, is like what have they done to the Black Ops zombies or just zombies in general, because it came out during World at War. Like zombies used to feel very gritty and scary and a little bit unique at times, like because you had power-ups and everything with each DLC map, which was kind of cool. But nowadays with zombies, it feels very like arcadey. Like it kind of reminds me of like Fortnite Save the World type of zombies. Like it's not really a terrible thing in terms of like it being similar, but the problem is that it lost its really gritty and scary feeling with the Call of Duty zombies. I really do wish that they would go back to like those types of round-based zombies to the point where they actually would make it scarier. Like they did do round-based last year, but the problem is it wasn't like anything like the original, you know. The original zombies did have its flaws and problems, but I feel like they could have enhanced that engine with the modern technology to increase the load of zombies and everything. But I'm also believe that zombies definitely has gotten stale for a lot of people, and I really don't blame them. I did watch the Black Ops 7 trailer just to kind of see how it was, and you know, I was very surprised that it still got like 3 million views in just 3 hours of this time of this recording of this video, which is fucking insane. It's amazing how a community like Call of Duty admits they hate their fucking new games, but they'll still keep coming back for more and more. And honestly, Activision, they're kind of geniuses for this too, because they know that this is basically like the fast food of modern video games where you can just basically consume a lot of crap for a short-term game and then feel like shit later and then come back the next year for more. It's kind of crazy how they're still doing these yearly release games because you figured they would stop, at least take a break, because man, that burnout from all these video game studios must be crazy. I do find it fitting that in 2025 we did get another Black Ops game, considering the plot takes place in Black Ops 2's era, which was the year 2025 is like after. I do find that a little cool, but bro, I never would have thought like when I was like 14 that there would be 5 more Black Ops games when this came around. Like that's crazy to think about. Now, I do find it a little bit cool that Black Ops 7 is the sequel to Black Ops 2, the most infamous popular COD for a lot of people, and also it takes place in the year 2025 during that Black Ops 2's plot, which I find really interesting because it is 2025 now. But I do feel like at the same time that this could be just nostalgia bait by Treyarch, just to try to win some older fans back, but I do feel like they're still going to get away with a lot of the stuff they've been pulling in the past. Like you figured by now they'd learn, but for right now, dude, bringing back nostalgic stuff and just other sources of media than not just Activision and Call of Duty has also been a thing, so they're kind of just continuing that trend as well, I've noticed. Now, I'm not fully sure if Black Ops 7 will actually be a good game. I honestly really doubt it, because considering that's a back-to-back release, and we all know what kind of happened with Modern Warfare 3 when after Modern Warfare 2 came out, because that game was basically like Modern Warfare 2's DLC, and I'm talking about the 2023 version of Modern Warfare 3. PS3, by the way. Not the older ones, because nowadays fucking people also be renaming the same title of games to nostalgia bait for the previous game's reputation back in the 2000s. This year is also a little bit different with the games too, because the game might be just $80, which is crazy, because this type of content for $80 would be an absolute ripoff. I would be pretty upset, honestly, if I were to buy this, not including Game Pass, and for this shit to be $80. Like, man, I would be so salty. But you know what? I'm kind of glad I never bought any of the Call of Duty games, because when I was younger, I did have the old school Call of Duties, but you know, my parents bought them for me, so I never really gave Activision any type of my money, right? And on most of these Call of Duty games I have now on my PC or whatever, a lot of those games are literally just like pirated copies, and I don't fucking care at this point. I'm not scared to admit that. A lot of these games are old as fuck anyways. I found these online for free somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where, but it's really satisfying to be able to play these older Call of Duties with bots. It's really nice. Also, to everybody too, is that I have tried to play with real people that's not just bots on the Modern Warfare 2 game or all the other games, but it's really hard to find anyone because these games are so old and they're so dead. And I refuse to go on the Steam version of Modern Warfare 2 because of the fucking hackers. And I'm not talking about the hackers that are going to prestige me to level 70. I'm talking about the hackers that will fucking, you know, raid your computer and like leak your shit and stuff, and even remotely control your PC at times. And I find that shit a little scary, so I'm not willing to risk that. So that's why I'm always playing with bots the whole time. But I also do feel like playing with bots is extremely underrated, because yes, it's not as satisfying because you're not seeing the gamer's rage, but I don't mind it because it can be just as hard too, because I play on mixed difficulty where it randomizes the multiplayer like game mode bots for the bots, you know? So every time I play a different match, the bot difficulty is way different. So some matches are way harder than others. So other matches I'll be getting cooked, and other matches I'll be doing alright. It just really depends. Another thing I do find funny about modern Call of Duty as well is that so many people are comparing the newer Call of Duties like over to like the other newer Call of Duties that weren't as bad, and they're calling those like, oh, I missed the Black Ops 4 days. Like, holy fuck, I'm getting old, bro. Black Ops 4, people are getting nostalgic about. Like, that game did not have any campaign or nothing, and people are nostalgic about fucking Black Ops 4. That's insane. Also, same with the original Modern Warfare 2019. It was the last, I guess, Call of Duty that was relatively well respected. Like, it did have its problems, but it was one of the better Call of Duties in the last, what, 6 years? That's saying something, too. And that game wasn't probably that great either, to be honest. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was not amazing. It really does. Call of Duty has like this weird cycle with the fans, right? When a new game comes out, people get hyped and pumped, and they pre-order the shit, they panic pre-order, or they get hyped up and fall for it. Then when the game comes out, they have a honeymoon phase for like, what, fucking 3 months, and then all of a sudden they realize the game isn't that good, and all the flaws come out, and it gets stale really quickly, and then people leave. And then the crazy part is too, more shit will get exposed on YouTube, DLC maps and season packs will come out, and then all this other shit too, where people will start, you know, like complaining on the internet, obviously, and then boom, they'll fucking recycle repeats. Also, I cannot forget about the skins, because each skin is like $20 now, and I do think that's even insane, man. The fact that people pay so much for a skin, because I was talking to a coworker too at my job about it, because he said he's addicted to buying skins from Call of Duty and Fortnite. I'm like, man, just don't do that, man. That's how that takes a lot of your money, and he has a kid and a family. I'm like, how are you all addicted to buying skins? Like, they're cool and all, but I don't find anything like amazing with skins. Like, I don't understand those people that buy skins for their games or microtransactions. I just never understood it. It's just crazy to me. It's like the video game version of gambling in a way, man. Like, you're just putting your money down on something and you're hoping it'll turn out good for you in the long run. But the reality is, it really is a waste of money. It's kind of sad. Anyways, everybody, that's all I gotta say about Black Ops 7. What are your guys' opinions about the Black Ops 7 reveal trailer? Are you guys even hyped, or are you not? For me, I'm not really hyped at all. I was just kind of surprised that they already did the next Black Ops already. Like, bro, like at this point when it comes to review trailers, instead of getting hyped for something like this, it's more like, oh, another Black Ops title is coming out, or another Modern Warfare 4 or something. It's kind of funny at this point. I cannot wait until I see the reboot of Black Ops, dude. When they reboot Black Ops like they did with Modern Warfare, I can't wait to see that day, because it's coming. I'm actually surprised they haven't done it yet. Anyways, everybody, I'm gonna stick to the old Call of Duties and just be able to enjoy myself, and I'll see y'all in the next video, so peace out.